Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a Weezer shirt and a Washington Capitals hat. I don't really like the hockey team per se, but I like Alex Ovechkin because he's Russian, and I support Russia in the war against Ukraine. Anyway, Anna has a new video. I just noticed it. It only has one like. It's called I Got a Real Job. So we are going to watch this together. I haven't seen it, so all jokes aside, we could say, boob job, blow job, but we're not going to do that. We're going to guess what kind of job she probably got. Could she be a singing instructor, a songwriter, a dancer, but a real dancer, not a stripper dancer? What else? What else could she be? Uh, she could. I mean, like she could do something in entertainment that's not sexual. Okay, so we got that covered. What other job could she get? Some kind of personal assistant, reception secretary, something like that. I can't picture her working like at Burger King or just like any retail job. I can picture her working at a clothing store or a makeup store. Okay, so those are my guesses. I know it's a lot of guesses, but I have no idea because it can be anything. Anyway, let's see what she has to say.
Do we like the new setup? I think this is pretty good. I have an L-shaped desk right here. Do this real quick. Ah, so beautiful. I built it myself. And then I got a king bed. It's pink. And we have Reaper.
King bed for all the orgies. She's one person. She doesn't need a king size bed. What's with excess in people? Or she's sleeping with like 3 other people at once, I guess. I don't know.
Because everybody loves Reaper so much. So now y'all have a great view of him. He's going to be a little bit boring. Today I just wanted to talk about how I went back to my old job, and I'm really happy I did. And I just wanted to talk about the power of being in the right community. I used to work for this job. Oh no, it's dying. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
What, your future? Okay.
Anywho, when I first came to Atlanta, this was my first job. I loved it so much. Worked for a dance company. Not
Okay.
like, what I already do, but like an actual dance company. Worked for them. I loved that job. They just didn't pay enough for me to support myself. So I stayed there for 6 months. And then when I finally figured out the whole, stripper thing, I went that route. And I left that job. And around the time, too, that I was working that job, I was working at a club where I had to be there 3 days a week. And then I was working. We're back.
She's insane. Okay, so a dance studio. So I was right. I mean, there's only so much I could picture her doing. You know, she's not going to be a doctor.
So basically, I was working pretty much the same schedule I have now, but I just had so many men that I was talking to at the club. I used to work at Cheetah. They're closing. I'm very happy to hear that. I had so many unresolved issues from them, and I was so happy to hear that they're getting sold. But I worked at Cheetah, and I remember I had several conversations with people, but there was this one conversation I had with a man, and he was like, oh, well, is the time worth the money? And at that point, I was only making 13 an hour there. And it's a great company. It's like, for that particular dance, it's the 8th in the USA, like the 8th best. I don't remember what they measured it by. Very prestigious company. I wasn't doing anything it's like important, but it's not like I was running anything.
I mean, she's probably sweeping the floors. I can't. I'm sure you. Wait, have I shown you a clip of her dancing? I'm sure I have. I was probably drunk when I did it. Like I listen. My experience of watching dancers or being, a judge of a dancing is years of, like, we're talking since the 90s, years of watching K-pop. And after a while you can tell the difference between a good K-pop dancer and an average K-pop dancer, like an excellent one, a lazy one, of this one. So me with judging her dancing is kind of, well, it is based on that, but I just don't see it. And then my ex-girlfriend was a dancer, and I didn't think she was that good, but she was a professional dancer. But I don't know. Maybe I just think everyone sucks unless they're Asian.
I wasn't teaching either. It was just administrative, secretarial.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
But yeah, I remember talking to this guy, and he was like, "Oh, the time's not worth the money. Like, no job's really gonna compare to stripper money." But I remember just letting him talk me into that,
What?
and that's one of the things I really regret, because there were other things that that job gave to me that were very valuable. And because I was just in the headspace of getting money for the first time and thinking like that was the only thing that mattered, the thing that job also gave me was like a sense of comfort and a sense of home. And because it's dance, like women were in charge everywhere. So I wasn't seeing
Sounds like hell. I mean, like the one place where, well, there's a couple of places, like a flower shop, makeup store, or whatever, like a beauty place. It makes sense if it's going to be all women. But any other place where it's all women, that just sounds like hell. You know, like look at places that have a really high turnover rate, but that's not makeup. That's not like a dance studio. But look at places that have like females in charge that have like a really high turnover rate. It's just because women are bad leaders.
the whole, system of men oppressing women. That
Oh
was just
God.
not my day to day reality. I was seeing like these older women, people that didn't have to conform to beauty standards to have power.
It's a dance studio. What the hell is she talking about? Like, this is feminism rotting her brain. Last time I checked, when it comes to the workplace, and I know this is going to be hard for some people, but it's not based on your gender, and there's only two of them. It's not based on anything else other than, are you the best person for the job? Okay, so if the best person to, try and think of a random place, to be the manager, just at the liquor store. If the best person to be in charge of the liquor store down the street is a handicapped black lesbian, they're gonna have a handicapped black lesbian because she's best at her job. It had nothing to do with what she looks like. The only time looks matter is if it's a strip club, like any kind of sex work. But in any other job, the way you look is not going to matter. So I don't know what she's talking about with these beauty standards. And in a dance place, beauty standards don't matter. You're there for dance class.
That sounds bad. That sounds like I'm calling people ugly. I'm not calling people ugly. I'm
Yes, you
just
are.
saying
You
that
bitch.
being stripper world, it's like everything is focused on your looks. Everything. It's like you
No
aren't even
shit.
valued for who you are. And I mean, I guess that's true in every other world, that your performance is based on your personality, or your performance is based on your output and your character. But just being in entertainment for forever, like being in music, it's like it's all about how you look and the optics and
Yeah.
what people see on social media. But there it was just like you could be a woman, not have to be focused on the external and still be in a position of power and people still respected you.
Because it's not a strip
So
club,
yeah, like
dummy.
seeing that was really pretty life changing for me because I think that was my
See, the problem is her whole world is based on sex work. So the only thing that matters, the girl at the strip club who's the best looking, obviously is gonna make the most money. That's just common sense. The girl who's the best looking is gonna bring in the most customers. Hence, she's the one with the most power. It's just common sense. And then at a dance studio, it's not like any of the dance instructors are fat because women who dance or for a living are in good shape anyway. So everyone kind of has the same skinny dancer body. I'm just basing this off the stuff I've seen with my girlfriend. All the girls who were dancers looked exactly the same. They're all skinny. They're all flexible. There's no such thing as a fat, out of shape dancer. So
first time really seeing women in power.
you're a
Like I can
moron.
remember being in school growing up and seeing like, women in administration, but to be at a prestigious dance company and then be saying that, it just really changes your outlook because every time I'm not there, I'm at the club, I'm at a studio, something that's male run, and it just makes you feel like the whole world is like that. So losing access
The world is like that. That's why the world works.
to that world, it really hurt me because I no longer had this just community of women who like liked me. I have all my stripper friends, of course, but it's just not the same.
They're whores.
Professional world is not the same as a money making world because you're each other's competition there. So I had that structure, but it gave me structure. And that job, there's a lot of downtime there. So I was able to plan out my content better, just plan out my time. I've been able to, oh, and that was the other thing too. Because I'm there, I now have access to grand pianos again. Well, baby grands. I love baby grands. I've always loved baby.
Oh, I'm such a musician. I love baby grands. Shut up. This is the first video she's ever made that's actually annoyed me pretty much the whole time. But okay.
Baby grands. I'm not a professional piano player. I can make it sound like I know what I'm doing. I really don't. But I fucking love baby grands.
What does that mean?
So I have access to that again. I also have access to the studio, and I'm really not a technical dancer at all. I took ballet for 6 years,
And
gymnastics for, I thought I took gymnastics for 3 years, but then I forgot. My mom had me in it when I was like a little baby too, so I probably took it for around 5 years as well. Did tap, a little bit of jazz, not that much. Hip hop. I did point for a year too. So I had like this whole background in it. But yeah, I'm not a tech.
I want to see her do hip hop dancing. I got. Because the dancing we saw that we reacted to, she was doing ballet. I guess that's a point, right?
Technical dancer. I just do what I want for fun, and then I post it. So I've been able to do that. It's diversified my content. I'm around powerful women, and the energy is just better for me.
Yeah, because it's not a strip club.
I could not be there all week. I could not have that as my only thing. I don't know. My brain is just a little weird, so I've just been doing the dancing on weekends and then doing that for like 2 days a week, and it's helped me so much. But yeah, that's
Imagine having two jobs that are just the polar opposites: stripper and then a prestigious dance studio. Imagine all the people that are or at that work at the strip club and go to the strip club. Imagine all the people that work at the prestigious dance studio and take lessons at the dance studio. And just it is two completely different worlds. And if she can't realize or doesn't realize that the dance studio is a million times better for her life and she needs to leave the strip club, Like, there's so much that should be happening at both places at the same time to make her never want to be a stripper again, and somehow work more at the dance studio and be able to make a living there. And I don't know how much strippers make, but imagine if she had a twin size bed instead of a king size bed. Imagine if she lived in a one bedroom, just downsize this apartment because she's just one person. So downsize the apartment. Like downsize all the things you don't need. Like, like I'm going to say the king size bed again. You don't have to live above your means because she's a stripper because she has to be a stripper. But imagine how much better she would feel if she just worked at the dance studio, was making enough money to pay for like a one bedroom apartment or whatever, single, because that's all you need. And then like it wouldn't matter about your dog because you would just take your dog outside. So your dog would have to get exercise outside. It's not like your dog's getting exercise in this apartment anyway. So like the dog's not the issue. It's just the way you live is the issue. So downgrade, downsize, and then like you'll be happier mentally for sure, be around better people for sure. And then because you're around better people, you'll get better opportunities. And when people you meet at the dance studio want to help you, it's for the right reason and not for nefarious reasons.
That's one of my biggest regrets is leaving that job. And I was out of that job for a good year and a half. And I think there were certain events I had to go through that I didn't need to be in that environment either. I don't think it would have helped me. I think I had a lot of healing to do, and it was better that I was able to not have a schedule. Because the current place I work, I have no schedules. So I could just, for the club, I can just show up whenever. So that really helps because there was a period of time where I had to take like a month off. Um, so I don't regret it. I do regret it, but I don't. Like, I feel like it was meant to happen.
I do regret it, but I don't. Whatever.
But now that I'm at this point, I had like the happiest thought yesterday while I was there. And it was kind of disappointing too because right before I left, I went on American Idol and I remember it being this huge thing. Then I had to get time off and everyone was so happy for me. And there was no like jealousy, like no bitterness because of how professional everyone in the company was, how everyone there just like worked hard. And I know I keep mentioning the women, but all the men that work there are really, really great men.
Because it's a dance studio, not a strip club. Everyone involved with a real job, like a prestigious dance studio, why would they be bad people? It's completely different energy. Any guy that goes to a strip club is not going to be the kind of guy that works or goes to your dance studio. It's just common sense. It's like mind blown. Oh my god, people are normal if you don't meet them at at a strip club. Like, I swear to God, she's retarded. I mean, like, this is like when a single mom goes, I take care of my kids and expects to be praised, where it's like, well, you're supposed to take care of your kids. It's the same thing. It's like, yeah, people at real jobs aren't diabolical, jealous sex maniacs. It's, oh, God.
And I'm not around a lot of great men, but I really like the men.
Wait, wait. I wonder why she's not around a lot of great men. Let's see. Could it be that you're a stripper? Maybe.
There. There's a lot of gay ones, but even the straight ones, they're pretty good. Um, what was I gonna say? Raper. um, fuck. Oh yeah, no, everybody was happy for me, and it ended up being such a traumatic experience being on American Idol. And then I wasn't sure if I was going to be aired or not because they never gave me a straight answer. So I went like end of November to film it. It was awful. You can check out my video on that if you're really curious. But it was like a whole thing. Everyone knew that was there, and they were all like happy for me. And then I had to come back with like the depressing news of I didn't know what was going to happen, which was honestly kind of better because it was traumatic, but I just had to tell people I didn't know if it was going to be aired, so that was better. But yeah, and then I just randomly left like 2 months later, and it was a very low point, and my life got a lot lower after that. But yesterday, I just had this very happy thought, like if I were to, because I do plan to eventually become famous.
Oh, that felt good. God, that felt good. God, that felt good. Well, I wish her luck. I'm, in all sincerity, if that's what she wants to be, but she's not gonna get it. She's not gonna become famous being a stripper. She's just not. So I hope she leaves the strip club and puts that negativity behind her and, quote unquote, follow her dreams. And why not do the dance studio full time? And you'll be surrounded by more positive people. Maybe someone in the industry wants to help you. Do it, try it. But it's not going to happen with you being a stripper.
And very successful. And I want to do it through content creation. I want to do it through music. I'm not trying to have a salary based job. That's just not for me. I can't even work a 5 day week schedule at the same place. So it's just not for me. But I just had this happy thought like, wow, if I really become famous again, like, I'll
Again?
be protected here. Like, there won't be any jealousy, there won't be any
Again?
bitterness. Like, this place can really hold my success that I want to eventually have. And that was just the happiest thought I had. And I was just like dancing in the studio, and I was like, maybe one day I'll be in an arena doing this. And then I can still like come back
Doubt.
and work here, and I'll still feel grounded. Because I don't have family in Atlanta, when I first moved here, I got the job within like a week of being here. I passed out so many resumes. I was on the hunt. But this job and the women I knew, it really became a support system for me. And I went through a small little breakup about a month ago, and it triggered me so bad. And I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I drove.
Wait, is that guy she was talking about 2 videos ago? Probably. Because what guy's gonna wanna stay or take a sex worker seriously? It's not a serious relationship. So, I mean, every guy she's talked about, it hasn't worked out. I wonder why. Could it be because she's a stripper?
Drove to a cemetery actually, because the person had betrayed me to a level that was just like,
What?
what is wrong with
Wait,
you?
wait, what did she
And I
say?
went to a cemetery, and I wanted
Okay.
to go home so badly. I did end up going back to Tampa. So this was probably 2 months ago actually, because I went back to Tampa a month ago. But I went back to go get my old job because that was the only place that felt like home in all of Atlanta. And yeah, I'm really happy I did. It was really divine timing because they needed someone too, and they were looking for an extra person. But yeah, I'm really happy to be there. So happy. I feel like it's really improved my mood and my overall productivity.
because you're not bogged down with the satanic vibes from the strip club. So you go from like this hellhole, because that's what it is, and you leave, and then you go to a place where people are creating, um, teaching. No one's a stripper, so it's just a different vibe. Wake up.
And it's not that much more. I'm only making 15 an hour, but I'm barely there. Like I'm there, but I'm really not there. Uh, Better than 13. But it's not about the money. That was my whole
Oh, so
point.
it's not
It's
about the money
just,
now. Okay.
it gives me so much more than the money. It gives me what is possible. Because I get to see all of the, like, dancers that are paid by them to dance for them, and then I see all the regular classes. Like, it's a pretty big deal. It's pretty big company. I'm not gonna say shit. If you want to figure it out, you can.
Does she always try to bait people to stalk her? That was very unnecessary. Trying to cause problems. Trying to cause drama.
Yeah, that's it. Just the power of community.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Because it makes you feel better. It really does. I mean, I
Anything
had
will
a
feel
random
better
conversation yesterday
than a
with
strip club.
the lady who runs their clothing store for the dancers, and we were just talking about like the law of attraction, and it's just so nice to be in a high frequency place, like a high vibe place.
What?
Yes. Also, thank you for 700. I know I made a shorter video, but here's a longer video. He's gonna take a nap, and I'm gonna edit this, and you will have it very soon.
If she worked at Save On or whatever Ralph's, she would feel so much better. Because the type, it's this is the basics. The type of person who works at Ralph's is not going to be a stripper. The type of people who go to Ralph's, just shopping, you know, their vibe. Well, I'm sure people who shop at Ralph's, I'm sure some go to a strip club. But I'm just saying the overall vibe of the store in general. That workplace would be so positive compared to working at a strip club. It's like she just needs a regular job. I don't know why a girl like her would get hired to work at a makeup place easy. I don't know why she doesn't do that. Like, the beauty industry is like a multi-billion-dollar industry, so I'm sure there's a way that she can make a living doing that. I mean, anything's gotta be better than being a stripper. But anyway, that's our video. We have reacted. Anna, I wish you luck. Anyway, peace out, guys.